Hey guys, Reed here and welcome to Reed Reborn. Today is a guide on one of the new primals released in Heavensward Ravana. To unlock Ravana you need to progress through the main story quests that were released in Heavensward until you get to near the end of the Dravanian Forelands quest line. So the first thing Ravana will do often throughout this fight is a move called the Seeing Wing. This gives him a buff called Directional Parry and means that occasionally some of your abilities will be reflected back at you. So at around 85% Ravana's going to start casting Prelude To Slaughter. This is just like a long charge up ability, and at the end he does like a spin and it affects everyone in like melee range and knocks them back and does damage. So to avoid this, just run away from him when he finishes the cast. As soon as he jumps up there's going to be some straight line AoEs to avoid, and then after that there's going to be a huge circular AoE that you're going to have to head into the middle for to get out of the way of. So pretty much as soon as he comes back down he's going to start casting Slaughter. This is another long charge up ability, and when it finishes it does like a large frontal damage like the Shiva bow, so I'd recommend getting behind him to avoid any damage from this. When he jumps up there's two more straight line AoEs to dodge, and there are two players that have purple arrows above their head. Everyone should avoid these players and they should avoid overlapping because shortly after they take some pretty high damage, and anyone else who's in the circle takes damage as well. So after that Ravana's going to say this, and then he's going to start bringing down adds called Spirit Garners and occasionally Moon Garners, which are like small butterflies. So you have around a minute and a half of just continuously taking out these adds before Ravana casts Bloody Fuller. So the Spirit and Moon Garners cast Falling Laughter, and you have to kill them before they cast this, or otherwise they're gonna drop this sword, and it's gonna mean you take more damage from Bloody Fuller. So occasionally, like I said, there'll be a Moon Garner, and this should be prioritised to kill because it has more health than the Spirit Garners, meaning there's more chance that it's going to finish casting Falling Laughter. So when that spawns, everyone should just focus on that, and then they can head back to the Spirit Garners. So after a minute and a half, Ravana's going to head into the middle and cast Bloody Fuller. He's just going to bring everyone into the air and do like this slice thing, and depending on how many swords you have depends on how much extra damage you take. So without any swords you still take 3000 damage, so it's really important that you don't let any extra swords like hit you. Once he comes down he'll start casting a move called Pillars of Heaven, and this happens regularly, and this is going to knock all players back, so you need to make sure you stand at a bit of wall and not where the wall has crumbled, so you don't fall off. Also, the tank will be targeted by like an orange circle, and then Ravana will constantly do like frontal attacks on the tank. So the tank needs to face the boss away from the group, or everyone just needs to run behind Ravana. During this, 3 players will be targeted by these orbs, and I'm not sure if there's a way to remove them or lessen the damage. I think you just have to take it, but obviously run it away from your team to avoid them taking damage and getting vulnerability as well. Also, while the orbs bit was happening, Ravana casted a straight line AoE on the tank called the Rose of Haste, so obviously they should dodge that and move out of the way. So shortly after, Ravana's going to start casting Swift Slaughter, and here 4 players will be marked by like crosses, sword things, and that's the order that which they're going to be hit once he finishes casting. So when he finishes casting and hits all the players, he's going to jump up and do some more AoEs. This one you've got to head straight into the middle, and then he's going to land, and then he's going to do a large circle around him which you have to run to the edge to avoid. So a short time after this he's going to start casting Slaughter again, and it's literally the exact same as earlier. Just get behind him to avoid the frontal damage, then dodge the AoEs and move out of the way of the players that have the purple cross arrow thing above their head. So quite a long time after this, after dealing with a few more sets of Pillars of Heaven and orbs, he's going to cast Swift Slaughter again, and this is the one where the players get marked, and then just dodge the AoEs after. Then a short time after that there'll be one more Slaughter, so just deal with that like I've said before. Then you will only have to keep DPSing him down until you've killed him, and that took a long time. This was full of things to dodge and look out for. It was a really packed fight, and extreme mode is going to be absolutely crazy, I reckon. However, you would have killed Ravana after this, and then you can carry on through the main story and everything and keep enjoying Heavensward. However, that is my guide over. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Final Fantasy XIV videos in the future.
Combat proclaim the victor. I lay my blades at thy feet, child of man.